Hello and welcome. Thank you for popping into my channel. If you are new here, please like and subscribe for me. If you find this content helpful, smash that notification bell so that you don't miss out on the next video. Comment below with anything that you need help with or topics you'd like me to cover, and check out my website, consultingninja.tech. With that out of the way, let's upload files using SvelteKit. I have this pretty basic application that just has a form, my default styles. Inside of plus page.svelte, this is what we're looking at. We just have an H1 and an H2. That's not important, just saying welcome and what we're doing today. What's important is that we have a form, and the method is post, and we have an action equal to $/upload. What this is tying to is inside of our source routes, we have a plus page.server.js, and we have an export const actions. Inside of there, we have the upload action. Now, if you're not familiar with actions, I will link to a video I've previously done. So this video is assuming that you have seen that, but this is the way that you connect an action, a form action, to a form in your plus page.svelte. And when this form submits, it's going to run that action. We have access to all of the data from that form by using await request.formData. That's going to give us all of the data, and then you can pull out each item by doing a data.get, and then whatever the name of the input is that you're trying to pull out of that form. Super sweet and super straightforward. So inside of plus page.svelte, let's just add a little bit more logic here. For now, all that this is doing is sending that form to our action and then console.logging the name out. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and let's give that a shot and see what happens. Let's choose a file and upload that. And you'll see everything goes through. Nothing happens apart from the URL changing. In the back end, the server.js file is console.logging the file that I just selected, persist1.png. What if we wanted to do some checking? Now, I am going to do a longer video on some cool form stuff, but I had a request for this, and so I'm just going to go over some of the basic stuff that you would want to do in this particular scenario. So some things that we would want to do would include checking the file extension. So if you're wanting to upload an image file, what we would want to do here is, let's make a const called file types, and that's going to equal an array. And the array is going to be a list of all of the file types, the extensions that we want the file to be. If it's not one of these extensions, then we're going to bail out. So let's go ahead and make that list. I'm doing .png, .gif, let's do TIFF, and let's just do JPG. Those are pretty standard. And then let's go ahead and create a a variable to hold the status. Includes file type. And this will start off as false. And then let's just make a little for loop. Let I equal to 0, I less than file types dot length, I plus plus, the old standard for loop. And inside of here, what we're going to do is if file, and we're pulling that out from the form here. The input name is file upload. So we're getting the form data, and then we're pulling out the file using data.get. And then we're going to check if file dot ends with file types, the array of file types, sub the current element that we're looking at. So we're just going to go through these one at a time. We're going to first look at PNG, then GIF, then TIFF, then JPEG. And if that's true, then what we're going to do is set includes file type to true, and then break, like that. And then just outside of that for loop, what we would want to do here is if includes file type, and then we want to check if it's not. So if that's still false, then what we're going to do is use a built-in SvelteKit piece of functionality called fail. So we're going to return a fail. It's a function that we run and it takes a status. So let's give it a 500, a server error. And then it also takes something to return back to our plus page.svelte. And in this case, let's just say error true. And this is an object, and whatever you send back in fail, or in this case, if this does not send, then what we're going to send is this object with a success of true. Whatever you send back has to be serializable, which means it needs to be able to run through a JSON.stringify without any errors. Most of the cases, that's not going to be a problem. If you deal with anything using like a big int, really large numbers, that will not work out of the box, and so that would fail. And then we need to import fail in order to make use of it. So we import fail from @SvelteJS/kit. So when we send our form action to this handler, it is going to check if the file type, if the file extension is in this array, and if it's not, it's going to return an error. If it is, it's going to return success. So let's save that, and now in our plus page.svelte, let's go ahead and make some modifications here. The first thing is, in order to make use of the form data coming back, we have to do the old export let form up inside of a script tag, and that's going to give us access to any form data that's coming back from that action. We already have it hooked up to the action here by using this action equals question mark upload. If this is the default action, meaning you don't have it named inside of your plus page.server.js, then you would leave that off and it would just happen automatically after you put the method equal to post. Again, if you're not familiar with how that works, I will link to a video in the description of this one. But let's add a little bit more logic in here. Just below the h2 saying upload files, let's make an if. So hashtag if form question mark dot error. So here is one for if there's an error, let's say, all we're checking for in this particular case is the file format. And so if it's not in there, then we're going to say, whoops, failed to upload, comma, wrong format. And then let's copy this and paste it. And let's make another one and change the error if form question mark dot success. Then we want to say file uploaded. Like that. Give that a save, and now let's go ahead and give this a try. So click the choose file button, and if I didn't point this out, I don't think I did. In order to upload a file inside of your form, you just make an input with a type of file, and that gives you the browser default choose file button. And then once you choose it, in this case, I'm going to choose this text file that I created and open that, and then it puts the name of the file in there. So let's go ahead and hit upload, and again, as soon as I hit this, it's going to run that action. And since .txt is not included in our list of acceptable file types, we actually get that server error back, and we have made use of the form, the export let form, to grab that returning form data which was just the object with the error equals true, and it says, hey, failed to upload, wrong format. So let's try again using something that is acceptable. Here I have a .png file, and so I'll open that and click upload, and voila, upload was successful. But as far as storing that in the database, you could connect this to a MongoDB and upload it that way. You could connect this to SQL and upload it that way right from your server action. If you had this deployed on Vercel, you could make use of a serverless function to send it to a database you have running somewhere. So there's so many possibilities. This is how you would do that part, and then you just store it in whatever database it is that you'd like to use. I hope that you have found this video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe. Comment below with what you think of form actions and how easy it is to upload files in SvelteKit. And stay tuned for more great form content. I have another great video coming soon. As always, have a great day.